It will never. Evidently, some people wouldn't do much for love.
Stop it. That's him right now.
No, this is your cousin Pam.
Can you guys hear us in the
Hey
comments?
Pam, can you hear us? Okay. Okay, call Teresa. All right. Pam's gonna call you. Let us know when we can go. Oh,
Something. You hear me? There you go. You did. Insta, Insta, Insta.
hey everybody! Hey everybody! Welcome to
Hey.
another. This is our 12th,
One? Yes, 12.
13th.
No, yes, because last week we were separate. You were here and I was
That's
there.
right. This is
So
our 13th episode. We're gonna let 13 be the good
it's
number,
a lucky
everybody.
number. It's a lucky
Haha.
number.
Of the BestTea Show, 2 besties in one
Hot,
hot
hot,
set.
hot, 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 hot.
Hot set. Things have been really hot lately. So let's go ahead into the topics. I know we started probably like 3 minutes late or something like that.
Yeah,
So
it's all good.
yeah,
Better late than never.
that's right. That's right.
So we got some hot topics. Everyone's talking about all this beef. What's beef?
What kind of beef?
What's beef? Not beef you eat.
What kind of beef? Well,
Not that other beef. Not the beef
Well, I
that
don't.
you're
Then,
thinking
well, I don't know why
about.
we're talking about beef then.
Well, anyway, we're talking about that corny beef. Another
Okay.
beef.
That's cute. You said corny beef, like corned beef.
Corned beef.
That's cute.
I always feel like beef is corny, no matter what. Like I
It
think issues between each other is totally corny. We have another rap battle, another beef with
Yes.
Drake,
With Drake.
and Kendrick Lamar.
With Drake. Baby, you're my everything. You are my everything.
I don't appreciate beef, but I'm gonna let you.
So what's going on? No, I really don't know. Like I don't even. I listen. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Well, there's quite a few now. There's quite a few now, although I have a few that I remember, and I'm going to ask you if you remember the beefs from
Okay.
back in the day.
I'm ready.
But as of now, like the top beefs in the rap industry now is, Kendrick and Drake,
Kendrick
Quavo
Lamar.
and Chris Brown.
Oh my God, Quavo and Chris Brown, they are beefing. Yeah.
And by the way, even though I don't like beefs, Chris Brown, look, he done killed them all. Like period. He's rapping them off. He's singing them off. He's dancing them off. Quavo can shut it down for himself. Quavo can go bye. Anyway, then you got JT and Sukiyana, Nicki, of course, and Ice Spice. Anyway, blah 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 blah.
Where does this even start from?
I don't know, but do you remember? I have quite a few that as I'm driving, I'm like, oh, I remember this. I remember.
Give it to me. Let's see if I remember.
So hip hop beefs, rap beefs.
Okay.
I remember when I don't know if this was my very first one, but they kind of were. They were all around the same time, but the Roxanne Shante and UTO beef. UTFO beefs. That was a real beef. Now that was a real beef. If you want to rap, it was beefing without trying to kill each other. It was a whole female, first of all, 15-year-old female beefing with UTFO. It was fun, but it turned out to be amazing for her. And shout out to Roxanne Shante. You're still the queen to this day. You were like one of our first to hit it and show all the boys how you can rap and how you can battle and still be queen and still be a lady about it and didn't have to be raunchy about it like some of these new people are raunchy. Yeah. But that was one of our first in hip hop.
That was a good one.
But that was a good one. But some of them were kind of deep. MC Shan and KRS-One. The bridge is over. The bridge is over.
MC Shan?
Yes. KRS-One killed MC Shan with that.
Well, what was MC Shan? Well, MC Shan was the bridge. The bridge.
The bridge.
That was hot hip hop.
Set out in the dark.
Yeah,
we used to do it out in the park. But KRS-One came back with the bridge is over. The bridge is over.
They both were good.
They both were good, but KRS-One to this day is still the teacher. So we're gonna give it up to KRS-One for keeping it.
Okay, and he's still performing too.
He's doing a great job. No, he's still amazing with it. No, he's great. KRS-One, one of the best. KRS-One, Rakim, and Nas, and 3000 for me. But anyway, back to the beefs.
Okay,
the other beefs from back then, which were some of them turned out to be very disgusting and brutal. Of course, before we get to that, we had Kumo D and LL Cool J. You remember that?
I do.
We had Ice Cube and Common, which was like,
I don't really remember that.
I don't remember that one either.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna get to the big ones, which was kind of sad. We had, first of all, Nikki is now beefing with Ice Spice. Nikki had a beef. The first one was Remy Ma. First of all, Remy Ma dusted her. I don't know why Remy Ma is like up here, because she's one of the top female rappers to me also.
Yeah, and she's changed her whole look. She's done everything. She
She's
basically
fly.
said, I'm not even on this level. I'm going to put myself on another level.
Period.
Kudos.
Anyway, so Nikki had a beef with her, Cardi, Megan. Now it's Ice Spice. Oh boy, Nikki, we love you. Come on, you fly. You don't have to beef with everybody. You above that. Anyway, then we had Ice Cube and NWA. You remember all that, right?
Ice Cube against NWA.
You don't remember that? He left NWA, and
I remember that.
They had some horrible songs about him. They were gross.
Oh, they did.
They were gross. Then, of course, 50 Cent versus everyone. 50, we love
50
we love
versus
Petty.
the world.
We love Petty 50, but listen.
I don't want to make 50 mad.
No, he wouldn't be mad at us.
Well, I don't know, because Vivica did some nice things for him by tossing that salad together.
We're gonna rewind
still
that.
Was bad.
I know what happened.
Well, what happened?
We'll talk about that.
Well, no, the tea one. We want the tea now. What happened?
We got to pay for that. We got to pay for that.
Oh, okay.
But we're gonna get to the two biggest ones that I thought were. We'll get to the other one in a minute. Nas and Jay-Z. Although everyone thinks Jay-Z is top of the line New York, to me, Nas killed him with his Ether, because to me, Nas is really New York, because Nas represents real hip hop. Nas represents a real businessman. He represents, to this day, what hip hop is. Now, I know everybody loves Jay-Z, but
I love Jay-Z. I really like
Jay-Z.
But
Nas, you the one, dude. You the one. But the saddest one, this is why I don't like beefs, because everyone takes it to another level, to where, first of all, they make money. It's a money-making grab, first of all.
Everything is.
Then we had Tupac and Biggie. That was the saddest, most disgusting beef ever. In hip hop, we were made a mockery of, first of all, because it was, to me, I don't want to get too deep, but it was just funny to other people. Like, they look at us like, oh yeah, that's what rap is about. Ha ha ha, y'all shoot each other, y'all talk mess, y'all kill each other. That's not what it's about. It was about art form in the first place. It's poetic.
They laugh, and then they're still getting the money to this day.
They're still getting the money, whoever they are. Yeah. But yeah, that's really sad. So Kendrick and Drake and all the rest of y'all, don't let it turn into that crap. Please don't. We don't need that again.
And didn't Drake's bodyguard just get shot in front of his house?
Yeah, isn't that sad? Like, we don't need all that beef. So hip hop, keep it artistic, keep it poetic, keep it happy, keep it colorful. Squash the beefs. We don't need all. But if you're gonna eat beef, eat it. Don't start none. Don't do it.
If you're gonna eat beef, eat it.
Just eat it.
Eat it. Like, just take it. Don't. Oh, like, eat it literally.
Eat it literally. Don't start no shit.
Okay.
Listen, all the beefs are corny. Then you're making the younger folks think it's cool. Like, oh, that's all y'all got to talk about. There's other things to talk about in the world.
Then they start beefing.
Then they start beefing about, why you beefing or worried about some millionaire rappers in their
They're
beefs?
not in the music business. They're,
go to school, kids, go to school, think of your own thing.
Just trying to make it out the, wherever it is that they are to succeed. But yet they're taking on and embodying.
Yeah. There's a whole college. Where's that college? I just saw it. There's a college where they were having a sit-in, a peaceful sit-in today. No, actually last night. 5 o'clock in the morning, the cops came and started throwing tear gas and harassing them. Kids, right now, this day and age, I believe it was in Chicago, but it's really sad.
Columbia's been having some things going on.
We need to go ahead and squash the beefs, worry about some real stuff. So kids, don't follow those beefs. It's a money grab. Whatever money y'all got, spend it on getting some food.
Spend it on buying your mother something for Mother's Day. If I run into another young person who says Mother's Day's this weekend, yes,
you should celebrate your mothers, people.
The same time every year, and that's going to be part 2 of our episode. We are going to have some wonderful mothers on and call-ins as well, and kind of talk about that. So
beef, squash it. It's corny. Let it go. Let it go.
So anyone that knows me and anyone that's getting to know me through the podcast, I saw something while at work the other day, and I was blown away. And I don't want you to be upset or be offended, okay?
I already know what it is.
This is just truly how I feel about it. And yeah, we got to stop people. So I saw it in the news. The news reporter Melanie Lawson was reporting it, and I wanted to
shout out to Melanie.
I wanted to call Mel in the middle of her doing the news, 7:30 in the morning
Not
and say,
during the news.
Mel,
No.
who picked this topic? And she also talked about Kendrick Lamar too.
Yeah. She's
And
cool.
Drake's beef.
Shout out to her. She's from Jersey. What up, Mel?
Crazy thing is, so Mel starts talking about Bark Air. I put my glasses on for this, guys, because I had to do, like, I sat at my desk and I'm researching it because it's a good prospect too. You know, like maybe they want to advertise.
They
They
want to
may,
advertise.
until they start saying things to me like, "Oh, we had to do this for the love of the pets," and then they may see I'm
She
like,
doesn't like
I'm
animals.
gonna turn my video off. It's not that I don't like them. I don't care
like
for them. I don't want them.
She don't like them.
Not in
Same
the
thing.
kitchen, not anywhere. I know that we don't realize, as humans, that a lot of diseases that are brought on to us, are things we always like. Well, why I'm this, and that. It's because pets are carriers of a lot of things.
Blah 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 blah
You
blah.
know,
Bark
I'm just
Airlines.
saying. So Bark Airlines launches May 23rd for all you pet lovers out there. You just can't live without your pets. The first flight takes off from oh my God, from New York City.
Which one, LaGuardia or JFK?
You know what?
JFK or LaGuardia?
Listen to this.
I bet you it's JFK.
It's it's one-way ticket from New York. It didn't say where, to LA. Guess how much it costs?
Please tell me. You know why? New York to LA, there's a lot of actors who need to bring their pet with them back and forth to their auditions, to their shows.
Yeah.
So New York to LA, I get that.
Well, I hope you're not going to bring the pet on Bark Air for just your audition instead of getting a sitter, because it's $6,000 for you and your pup.
That's people who got money. That's for the people who got money. Let them have that.
If I'm flying $6,000, I want to fly business class, first class. I don't know. Well, let me tell you the features. So it features dog meals.
Okay.
Socialization with other dogs.
Okay.
Because they're gonna have a little party.
Okay, in the air.
The party in the air.
Okay, in the air.
Treats. Instead of them coming through with little snacks for you, they're coming through with snacks for the dog.
I ain't mad at
and I know some of you pet owners, you eat dog treats because hey.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No,
if I go
they
to the supermarket
don't.
again, the food is with the ice cream treats or with the regular ice cream now.
Stop it.
Oh, I know they're trying it. They're
That's
trying
gross.
it. Yeah, and then food for, you know how they said it? Not the owner, not the
what? Yeah.
Food for the human companion.
Really?
So now you're the human companion. So they're gonna talk to the dog.
Well, $6,000 is quite a lot of money.
And they plan to decrease the price over time. I guess that's depending on how it goes, or how many people book, or if they start getting enough flights from, say, Florida or Miami, or just the tri-state areas, that they'll lower it then. What are they going to lower it to, from 6,000 to maybe 5,000?
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not with it, but I feel like this is come on because a lot of people do travel with their animals. A lot of people have lost their animals while traveling because some are put underneath where the luggage is. Okay. There's been like stories where animals are lost, animals end up dead. So if people can afford it, let them have their animals on their trip with them. $6,000 is quite a lot of money, but you're not going to be on that airline, so why?
I absolutely will not be on Bark.
You don't have a dog. Bark? You wouldn't do it.
I don't own a dog. I don't have a cat. I don't have a chimpanzee.
A bird.
I don't have a bird. I don't have a fish. I don't even have a man. So next.
Well, anyway, that's probably why so many people have traveled, lost their animals. There's
no telling what they're doing with those dogs.
Anyway, Bark Airlines, shout out to y'all and y'all $6,000 tickets. I ain't doing it. I'm getting a sitter.
You're getting a sitter for your dog?
All the time. Yeah. What, you gonna leave him in the house alone? No. Anyway.
I forgot, you treat your pets like you treat your children. So if you
I do not. You have not even been in my house.
You.
Okay.
I'm saying people treat just how you should treat your pets like you treat your children. So if I wouldn't leave my kids at home, at least until the 12-year-old can watch the other one, then yeah. Thank God they're grown.
Wow. Anywho, so we're done with our beefs because we ain't talking about that. Because so many people that were like done with that. We're done with Bark Airlines.
No, Bark Airlines is just getting started. May
but I know tons
of
people. I know tons of people that are going to do it, have done it, have traveled with their dogs. I do love my animals, but not like that. Like if I'm traveling,
how many animals do you have?
Don't worry about that. If I'm traveling, they're not going with me.
Okay.
I'm on a trip. They're home. with being watched by whoever's home or a sitter.
Yeah,
That's too
I'm glad
much.
to hear that. I when I look up hotels now, and I'm going out the country the end of the year, and I'm noticing how more and more hotels, everyone's pet friendly.
Everyone's pet
So you
friendly.
go in there, if they don't clean that hotel good. So I don't want to go
I
to
don't want
hotels. Yeah.
nobody's fleas. If I
Oh,
if I'm going to a
oh,
hotel, because my dogs don't have fleas. If I'm going to a hotel, I want it to be a crispy clean sheets, crispy clean everything. I don't want any residue of anybody. I'm
yeah.
bringing my own Lysol first of all the time. No matter, I don't care if it's a fancy hotel. I always bring my own Lysol. Do you?
I do. I bring my own sheets also.
Okay, well, that's another. That's a whole nother. Listen, that's okay.
Bed bugs are not to be played with. Someone came to
They're
my
real.
home
They're
several
real.
years ago, and we don't know who the culprit was. I have an idea, but I had to throw the
Because she
entire
has lots
bed
of people.
away. The
Damn.
bed wasn't even a year old. Beautiful, peach upholstery headboard.
Dang.
So excited, had little nail heads in it, but
Mm,
no, it had bed bugs all in the headboards. That's why on Facebook
damn.
Marketplace, I don't buy anything that has like fabric and
No
stuff because
fabric.
you
Don't
don't
do
know
it.
what you're getting.
You never know. I don't like buying fabric no more either half the time.
No, you don't.
Grosses me out.
How about you sanitize the guests when they come visit as well? I
Just
got to
spray
think
them
about that. Just spray them
down.
down.
Just spray them down. Just spray them down real quick.
Yeah.
Open their suitcase. Spray down their suitcase.
Would they be offended?
They might,
I
but
don't
it's your
care.
house.
It's my house and they want a place to stay.
Make sure the room is like freshly powdered with what's that little sprinkle stuff
Baking
that
soda?
baking soda kills bugs or
Baking soda. I
bacon.
got baking soda. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, I ain't mad. Spray that Lysol. Spray
Okay.
that Lysol in them hotels.
That's right.
Embark Airlines, where Blue might end up on one day,
Where Blue will never end up unless they're
because
paying
she's
me to do
going
so.
to probably get them to buy some slots.
And if they bought advertising from me and they said, hey, we're going to spend $1 million with you, we're going to need you to fly for the
And you're going
experience.
to have to sit with a dog on your lap and enjoy the whole time from New York to LA. What would you do? Smile?
I call my ex. Next topic.
Poor ex. We're gonna get over this dude in a second. I hope. Are we? Maybe not.
Next topic.
Sorry, ex. We're gonna still talk about you. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille O'Neal, Mr.
Tall,
Carnival
tall,
Chicken
tall.
Man. Ah,
Newark, New Jersey. Shaquille O'Neal.
is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. Um, he was married to Shawnee at one time.
Yes,
They had
Real
quite a few,
Housewives.
what, five
My girl.
kids? Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 kids. Looked like they were in love, right?
I thought they were in
Looked
love.
like they were in love.
To that
She
tall chocolate
stated
milk.
recently she doesn't know if she really loved Shaq in her new book. That's what she said.
In her new book, she said that.
She said in the new book she doesn't know if she really loved him.
Okay.
She has renamed. She is now with a pastor.
Pastor
I didn't know
Henderson.
that. What's his name?
Pastor Henderson.
Henderson.
Mr. Shut Up If You
Want to
Cry.
know something funny? I know someone with the last name Henderson, John Henderson, who loves Shaquille O'Neal. He think that's like his favorite athlete.
Just
That's
John's
funny.
favorite. He's probably,
They're
he's
both
probably
tall
Shaquille
too.
O'Neal's
He
favorite
probably
athlete.
is because John Henderson is a great guy. Shout out to him. He just got over a lot too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Great person.
she basically just said that she don't think she ever really loved him. But you had all those kids with
You
him.
had all those kids.
All those kids.
Now, I'll let you finish before I comment.
I don't know. So basically, Shaquille O'Neal was like, "Well, I guess I wouldn't love me either." He
Wow.
kept it simple, like, "All right, petty Betty."
Yeah.
He kept it chill.
Yeah.
What would you do in that scenario if it was the other way around?
If a man was married to me and had
So,
children with me all
I don't
those
know if I really
years,
loved her.
well, that's the story of my life.
No,
Yeah, it is. It's okay.
no,
Listen. Mine married
no,
his mistress 27 years later. Okay, so
no,
definitely you
no.
don't even love yourself because you married that little tot hot. But when it
She
comes
got a
to
new name every week
when it
too.
comes to Shaquille O'Neal,
It's
first of all,
crazy.
Shawnee, I want you to stop. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Because one thing for sure and two things for certain. I'm not having a bunch of children with
Nah.
the man because he has a bunch of money and I
Mm.
don't love him.
She
I
seemed like she was in love with him.
and
Like
she
we
sings that.
watched it.
Well, I guess
We watched
here's
her.
the thing. We all at points and when we were younger would be in love with someone if that was the case and they were taking care of us and we never had to work a day in our life.
And
But
had a
when
big
the
giant bed where they could all sleep on
oh,
the
I thought you
same
were gonna
bed.
say a big giant something else.
No, bed.
They
They
probably had a
showed their
custom bed.
their bed was custom. It was like as huge as that room, like, and
I
all of them
believe it.
jumped on it.
Boosie has one that fits, I think, 18 people or something like that.
Oh boy.
But let me tell you
Ain't
something.
he like this big?
I
Anyway.
think that she's talking mess. Let me tell you why she's
Yeah.
talking mess in my New York voice. She's talking mess because the last child just turned 18. So bye-bye child support.
Money.
Bye-bye child support. Secondly, you're talking mess because if you was getting all them kids in, we all know 7-foot man, okay?
7
Big feet,
foot.
big hands. You was liking something about him.
Something was nice.
And I don't know about other women, but if you're putting it down like that and we've been together that long and you're taking good care of me, I'm in love.
She loved him at one time. She needs to stop playing.
I'm in love.
I'm not agreeing with her with that.
And as far as your pastor, yes, he looks very neat and he's very well put together, and you're on his jet and you're now the first lady and everything. But that's all smoke and mirrors because we all know.
We saw you.
We all know.
We saw you with Shaq.
Don't start lashing out because you getting the short end of the stick, but the big picture outside.
You loved him.
When you go home, you're probably in a separate room.
Ooh,
you're probably getting a magnifying glass.
Maybe
to trying to find it.
Yeah. Because Shaq was what, 7 feet tall, size what, 15 feet,
that
big hands.
They say the size or the height, well, not for everybody, is almost double than what you're stacking, right?
Ow.
I think he was putting listen, he could put the tip in and she's pregnant.
Ow.
Okay.
Well, she had 5 kids.
Yeah, like he could
5 kids.
He could be over there in the corner by the bar we have and just stand there.
Hey, Shawnee. Hey, Shawnee. Turn around. Boom, you're pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
She was in love. Stop it, Shawnee.
And he's, I think she's hating also because now he made a great deal with Carnival.
Yeah.
He has a great line of chicken out with Carnival.
And from what I heard, he's a really, really nice dude.
He's a nice guy. He's with the Colonel or whatever, the insurance company. This guy's a multi-billionaire at this point.
And he's humble.
He's very humble. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I know I told my
sound like Fireman Bill.
Listen. I told my sister-in-law that I wasn't going to date anymore. But Shaq, you can get it from the corner right there, and I'll sit right here, and boom, I could be pregnant.
By Shaq.
And I'm not even concerned with the fact you had an ex-wife because it's okay. Well. She just told you she never loved you. I'm gonna love you, baby.
Yeah. She playing.
Yeah. So I think that's hurtful. I think it's hurtful that you've been with someone and then you come back and you kind of just put them out there like I never loved you. We all love somebody.
And then how do your kids feel? Like you've had these kids now. Your kids are listening to you and reading this book, and they're like, "Really, Mom? That's how you feel about that?" Like
everything is ratings.
You gotta always. Everything's ratings. First of all,
he never hit her.
He was a sweetie pie. He
never hit her. He never abused her. Now was he a cheater?
I don't know.
But we never heard about that. They had irreconcilable differences.
But we know she had all them kids.
But she was with she was with the grass man. I know I need my grass cut. My neighbor, shout out to him, he just cut it for me because
I saw him.
Yeah, no one came to cut it, the guy we were paying. But you're out there with the pool boy, you out there with the gardener.
Then you had the whole show. Come on, y'all. You came up for real. Like, come on.
And you came up off of his.
You had a whole show
14 inches.
Because you was married to him. Stop playing.
Period.
Stop playing.
So I'm not gonna side in this case. I'm not gonna side with the
shout out to Shaq.
Let me tell you something. If I was with you over 5 years, I loved you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna still love you.
Definitely.
Doesn't mean I like you.
But shout out to Shaq. We got you back on this one. Shawnee, stop playing.
Shaq, call the Besties. You can take us both out to dinner at Capitol Grill. I love to eat. I won't take my diet pill that day.
I don't take diet pills, but I will eat a lot of food.
We're gonna eat everything. Well, Kira's not gonna eat everything. We're gonna eat everything.
She'll eat everything. I'll eat the food and I'll be on my merry way. But
I'm staying at the table with you, underneath the table, on the side of the table, whatever.
In the bathroom.
Wow, you really dug that one out, didn't you?
I did.
I'm gonna be nice.
You should be.
I'm gonna be nice.
They're nice. We're gonna be nice.
Well, they're nice to you.
Thank you.
That bathroom whole thing at that.
But you said
restaurant,
it was nice.
Well,
it was a nice experience.
Well, until you lied, and then I found out he was married when I tried to go visit him.
That's not a good.
So those 3 rounds meant nothing.
Wow.
But shout out to him.
3 rounds.
Because I don't know anybody anymore that can do 3 rounds. I mean, that was some years ago.
Superman.
She was back to back to back
Superman.
to back.
Oh, wait.
And then he went home.
Hey, That's
Who
how.
knew?
That's
Who
he
knew?
might have had 3 more rounds with her
He
too.
may have because that guy was something. With PewDiePie.
Superman. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
hey, shout out. Anyway, what about these new single moms that are older too, like our cutie pie Nia Long?
Oh, Nia.
She's a new mom. She
Well, she's been
wait,
a mom with
she's been
the
a mom, but she's a
but
new
she's a new
mom
single mom
as a
as a
older
single
person.
woman. Yeah,
Yeah,
as our age.
yeah.
Nia, I think she's dating or dating does not mean sex, people.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Sex all the
Dating
time.
means a
Have
good
sex with
meal.
him if you're dating him.
Well, if he takes you on one date, don't have sex with him,
If you want to have
especially
sex,
not in
have
the
fun.
bathroom.
Have fun with it.
Don't have sex with somebody you just meet. That's why we are always in our emotions, and that's why we're always catching our feelings because we're doing things we damn sure know we have no business doing.
Who are you
Unless
talking
it's in
about?
another country.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about women in general. Listen, I have lots of
In
friends.
general.
I have lots
In
of
general?
friends. I won't mention their names.
Okay.
That love to go on dates with men and have sex with them right after because they want to get straight to the point. They don't want to waste any time. They want to know what they're getting.
They want to make sure there's going to be a second time.
Well, then have him take a picture after the meal is paid and you go home.
Anyway,
because he can rough you up.
Maybe.
But
maybe
Nia
not.
Long, yes. So Nia
Layla?
Long, don't go on all the dates you want because you're beautiful.
She's so gorgeous.
You're
Oh
gorgeous
my
with your little
God.
freckles. I mean,
She's gorgeous.
she's timeless. She doesn't age.
And
But
classy.
don't have sex with
classy.
those men because you don't have to.
Nia, you're
You
a queen.
can pay your own bills.
Okay, Layla Anthony.
Lala?
Lala.
Lala.
Lala. I don't know why I say Layla. It was on my mind. Layla Hathaway was on my mind because I was listening to her on the way here. But yeah, Lala.
Is Layla Hathaway married?
I don't know nothing about Layla Hathaway's life, but Lala.
I love her though. But
yeah, me too.
Lala, you are my hero. You are doing. Can I curse y'all?
Yes, we curse all the time.
Lala, you're doing. You're coming out with some fucker guy dresses every day.
Hey,
You're great on power. You embody everything that we want to be to get over
fun.
a wonderful man. Carmelo got it. He's wonderful.
Wonderful.
When you watch him, he's very nice. His personality is great. But
Cute,
you had
cute,
a baby on her.
He sure did.
Unacceptable. And I just commend her for having the strength to walk away. Because a lot of times, we stay in things that we know are not going to get us any fucking where.
Anywhere.
But Lala, you was like, no, I'm going to pour into my career. I'm going to pour into my son. I'm going to pour into my fashion. I'm going to pour into traveling. And I'm going to live this life that God has gave me until he says the race is over. Yeah. So, yeah. I love it.
She's amazing. Yeah.
I love it. So,
shout out to her.
Fine.
Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd is single?
Sherry Shepherd.
I didn't know she was a single mom. Well, okay. Well, listen, Sherry. Sherry, you're going to get a man with that talk show just like Jennifer Hudson did. I don't know if he's going to stay with you.
I like her talk
but
show.
It's going to work.
I watched it last week.
I like her.
Yeah.
I like I can't think of it.
What the little
girl? I love her. She can sing. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, my girl. Mind block.
What's her name again? She was on
American Idol.
American Idol.
Yeah,
what was her name?
She's bad to the bone, but I think she
can
married,
sing.
So
she can sing.
So
she is married.
But Kelly
Clarkson. She can sing.
Sherry is amazing.
She
is a mom. Her career is booming. Even though I kind of felt like shout out to Wendy, damn it.
She loves
Shout
Wendy.
out to Wendy Williams taking her wig off on set and just going through the motions. I love people that can be rawly transparent.
Wendy.
You all know.
We love Wendy.
It's okay to wear your feelings on your shoulders. It's okay to talk about how Kevin just effed over you. Move the chicken the same. It's a Wendy. Let me tell you, Wendy, I'm going to tell you if no one else is telling you. It's going to get better. And I'm only saying that because I'm hoping that for me.
We're talking about single mom. She is a single mom.
She is a single mom.
She is a single mom.
She was forced to be a single mom.
She was forced.
When he got another single mom pregnant.
Okay, last one.
Doesn't have to be the last one, but Wendy.
Chance the Rapper, his wife. They broke up.
They're going through a divorce.
They're going through it.
They're going through it.
Chance, I thought you were one of the good guys.
Chance was. I think it was something that
what did she
wasn't.
Do?
I think it was something that just wasn't gelling with them.
He went to the Caribbean Day Festival. And it went viral. Him getting danced on.
He was getting juked on. That's what you're supposed to do at the
festival. She should get a costume.
She should do it too.
Well, oh my God, they all text other women.
We should send her to the St. Lucia one, and she should get her carnival outfit, and she should go juking down the street and
She should.
What's wrong? Come on, girl.
She should. Let me tell you
You
something.
do the same.
Don't let a good man go.
Have fun
because of some BS.
Yeah, don't do that.
Now, that's
Chance
BS.
the Rapper's wife, whatever your name
is.
What's her name? Do we know
BS.
her name?
Okay, because at the end of the day, Chance the Rapper.
I like him. He's a good guy.
He keeps a steady income. He loves you publicly.
He loves his kids.
He loves his children.
Listen, whatever your name is, just go to a carnival on your own
Go
with your girlfriends, with your besties, and have a ball. Kirsten, Chance the Rapper's wife, Kirsten. Listen, just do the same thing. Go to carnival yourself. There's a whole bunch coming up. St. Lucia, which I was supposed to go on. Go there, get you a carnival outfit, and go up and down the road and have a ball.
And if it's just the principle of it, give yourself a hall pass. Let me tell you what you don't want to do.
2 hall passes.
You don't want to let go of a good man over texting and lap dances or what you think it may be, just because you're in your feelings. Because you're gonna be in your feelings a long fucking time.
Listen, it's gonna happen. So you need to get you something to do on the side. I don't care what it is. It might not. It doesn't have to be.
She should call Shawnee.
It can just go have fun. Go do something. Get a hobby.
Get with the pool boy.
Don't do what Shawnee did.
Grass man.
Have a hobby. Have a few hobbies. Anyway,
go get a Barbie house and put some recessed lighting in it. That works for me.
That works for me too. I just collected all the Barbies.
You did?
Shout out to my I took all the Kira Barbies out the box.
And they're about therapy. Well, now they're not gonna be worth anything too much box, Kira.
I'm gonna keep them. I'm not selling them. They're my name. They were named after me. I'm keeping them.
I would have just kept one in the plastic.
It might be one in the plastic. I can get some more. There's a few more left out there. I'm gonna get them. So tell me something good.
I'm gonna tell me something good.
I hope it's good.
Well, I don't know how good it is. Well, it's good. It's fun. So basically, first, the Real Housewives of Potomac.
I like that show.
She was cited in a DUI crash. I shouldn't say that because we don't know for sure that it was
Wait,
DUI.
which one is that? Which one?
That's the oldest one on Potomac. With the
oldest one with the mole.
Yeah, with the mole.
And she always has a little fly.
Yeah, she's fly now. She's just is she married to a pastor or something like that?
I know which one you're talking about though.
Well, he's driving her to drink, evidently.
She does drink a lot. I saw that.
So she was in a crash. She hit the median first. She ran up on the curb, and they finally got her and arrested her. And I just want to say, we get these opportunities for this fame and these reality shows, and sometimes maybe we should kind of set it down. Is it time for her to retire?
Or is it time for her to get another hobby? Don't drink. Don't drink.
Don't drink and drive?
Don't drink and drive. Get a hobby. If you are that upset or whatever's going on with you, if you just left a party and you had too much to do, sit down and relax. Spend the night maybe. Don't drink and drive. Don't.
Oh my God. Okay, well then I understand. So we should go drinking together.
No, but we do not go drinking.
But let's get a driver.
Get a driver.
Let's get a driver.
You're rich enough to get a driver.
You're rich enough to have a driver.
Matter of fact, you can have your friends who don't drink drive. Like,
well, all her friends drink. I've watched the show.
They might not be her real friends.
And
they
to tolerate her,
you're
going to have to drink as well. She's a lot to deal with. I'll tell you that. But I do understand. No, I don't understand. I don't want to understand.
No.
But I do know there are a lot of people who are, they don't have their mothers during Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And that's even the children, and we never talk about that side.
What
of it
about
also,
them? What about them?
And so it's a really painful thing. My mother, for years, she lost her mother at a very young age, and I can only imagine. I can't live without my mother now,
right?
Because who's gonna call me every day? Who's gonna pray with me in the morning?
Please call her. Please call her after this show.
Who's gonna do those things with me when I'm just down and out? And there's some things that I just can't absolutely handle or deal with.
Yeah.
That's real talk. Like,
For me, that's me and my grandmother.
And who's going to love you unconditionally?
Your
mother. Your grandmother,
my
grandmother, my mom, and my aunt. They love me unconditionally.
Shout out to her because she just texted me.
My godmother also. Both godmothers. My godmother that's not here anymore, and then my godmother Karen. And I could do no wrong in their eyes, even when I'm wrong. So that's the wrong that other people see or relationships see. They're like, oh, you don't need this, you don't need that, you're okay.
That unconditional love is no joke, and we know because we're mothers. And that unconditional love is something that some people don't understand. They don't get it. They'll never get it. So love your mothers, love your grandmothers, kids love us.
And if you don't have your mom around, pray. Pray, and we're praying for you. And Karen, I get it now.
Poor baby.
Maybe you shouldn't sit it down, but maybe you should get some counseling, a grief counselor, to really help you deal with this. I think a lot of times we lose loved ones and people that are, we look up to in life, and
They
we
go through
never
we go
get
through the motions
counseling.
too
Yeah.
quick. We go through the motions too quick, and I believe we do need to sit down and talk about things.
Talk to a stranger. Don't talk to somebody you
Don't
know.
talk to your friends. Don't
Talk
go.
to a complete
Actually,
stranger.
go to somebody, a licensed stranger, not someone that knows your people or your friends' people or your husband's people. Go to someone that doesn't know anything, because they will give you their true, honest. They get paid to do it, and they went to school for it. So if you need to do it, that's what you should do. Don't go drinking and driving, people. I know it's hard, but don't
And look
drink
to
and
your
drive.
jobs. A lot of you work, I work in corporate America, and basically, if we don't have anything else like a pension, we do have counseling where we can
Yeah.
sign up
And
and
shout
get
out to
help.
that, because for years that never happened. That never happened in jobs or in schools. Being a good friend of mine, I won't say her name right now because she probably, she's not here to say you can or not. But we used to fight to get counseling in the high school at Sandalwood for the longest, and finally they do. And now it's a school wide thing. We have counseling where kids can actually go into an office, and that's your room where you can actually talk to someone instead of holding it in, or everyone can't afford counseling. So we fought for that. We used to sit there and tell the principals why it's needed. Kids are going through a certain age where you're going through puberty, you can't understand why your body's going this way, your hair is going that way, your mind is this way, and might be some rough things going on at home. So we fought for that, and I'm so glad it's happening now in this county. But it's been needed for years, forever. When we were kids, counseling was needed
Yeah.
forever. So if you need some help, get some counseling. There's always free outlets if you can't afford it. So just do
And
it.
and Ja will have a number when she does her recaps
Hmm.
on
Yeah,
people that can help you, regular 1-800 numbers,
yeah.
just for you to call if you're feeling lonely, if you're depressed about Mother's Day. I used to hate Mother's Day for myself. But
Why?
we'll get into that in the other
Okay,
part of the show.
okay.
So Karen, we're here for you. I still think that you should probably sit it
Karen,
down.
come visit us.
Come sit on the couch.
Come visit us, Karen.
Come sit over here on the couch and talk to
Shout
us.
out to Karen and
And
come over here.
you bring the
Leave,
wine.
leave, leave.
You bring the wine because evidently you know how to pick out the good stuff.
But we're not gonna let you drive. No, no.
But whatever you was drinking, bring a couple of bottles over here because evidently it's hitting.
Mm. We got the glasses.
Another thing that was kind of really disturbing
What?
on our hot topic. So Brian McKnight's concert was canceled, and he's getting a lot of backlash from social media.
Brian McKnight.
Comments that he doesn't support his black kids. Now let's just okay. So let's just envision it. So at first I was like, his black kids doesn't support them. I don't even think it's so much that the kids are black. Personally, I just think that sometimes when you start new relationships or new marriages, and you have other kids with other people, there are men that do neglect one of the children. My
Yeah.
father, may he rest in peace. He had a whole new
Yeah.
marriage. He had a stepdaughter at the time. He had a
Wow.
daughter with his wife, and I was the holiday kid. And what the holiday kid meant was, and I love my dad. I'm just like him, unfortunately. I'm like brutal. But it meant that I'll see you on the holiday. I'll see you on Christmas. I'll see you on Easter, and you put your little braids and you got your little basket, and I would do things with
So it
them.
was for show.
I don't even think it was so much for show. I think it was out of obligation, which seems to be a really heavy word that people are using lately. That he felt obligated to at least do that so that my grandmother or my Aunt Kim would not be like, "Oh, when are you gonna get your daughter? When are you gonna get your daughter? You doing all this other
Right.
stuff." And I mean, it's like it's just a different world when you starting a new family, and so it happens. And I don't think that people purposely mean to do it, but sometimes you're tied more to the bond of the woman that you're with every
You're trying to
day
be with a new
and the
person.
children
Yeah.
that
You're
you
trying to be
have,
with a new person.
and you're kind of starting your life over, and you're trying to correct yourself for some of the mistakes you did back then. Now he said that they were out of wedlock. Am I correct, John? But
Dang.
I think that the problem with all of this is, and there's a comment.
Wait, he said that his kids from
We're out of
before were
sin.
out of.
They were born out of sin. They were born out of sin. Well, you
Okay.
was doing it out of sin,
I can't
Brian.
believe he said that.
Stanky.
That's corny.
Stanky pee pee. But I'm gonna call him Stanky pee pee because he don't look like his stuff smells like. But
Poor fella.
his oldest child has cancer, stage
Aw.
4.
Aw.
And he is not doing enough, or he's not acknowledging it. So that's where this is coming from, because he said something on the media basically like, hey, I'm not close to them. That was a relationship that I wasn't a marriage, and this is my
That's
focus.
so. That is a low blow.
It is a low
You
blow.
are canceling out your kids because they were out of wedlock.
All your kids are all your kids, and like I said, you grow up with that. I grew up for a long time feeling and knowing, at least I thought that my father loved my sister more that he had his wife.
Well, guess what?
He did.
I had no father come get me for anything.
Well, he didn't come get me.
My father didn't show up. I never got a birthday card growing up. At 22 though, we finally connected.
Well, when I became an adult, pretty much we had
22 we got to know each other, but no, growing up, no father for any holiday, no birthday. No,
we remember that.
No birthday card.
We remember that.
Oh, you graduated. How about I show up for your graduation? Yeah. No, he didn't even show up for my wedding.
Wow. And the sad thing about that is,
but I'm glad I know him now.
We live with that.
We do.
Now, my father did show up for my wedding, and he did promise that he was going to pay for all of his friends, which he did not. There's nothing I can do about that now. Got that on the back end. But he had a whole 2 tables full of people and never paid for them. But because he was probably his first daughter's getting married, But
I'm the only daughter.
You're the only daughter.
No show up.
I'm my mom's only child, but I'm not my father's. I'm my father's oldest child. But you grow up with that. So Brian, get that shit together
Brian
for several reasons. Several reasons. One being,
suck it up.
Stage 4 cancer is nothing to fuck with
at all. You punk. You're a punk, Brian.
Especially
I'm not feeling this
with a young child, let alone with an adult. At any age, anything in cancer is nothing to be gentle about. It's nothing to take it's not a big deal.
It's not
that child needs that time with you. It's never too late to have that bonding done. It's never too late to let your other child know we didn't spend time together.
It's
but
never
I
too
love
late.
You.
My gosh, he gets the. I wish we had remember those hammers where you would hit. What was that? Those games where the kids would take the hammer to whammy it. And that's how I feel about you right now. I wish I had a picture of you and I would slam your picture with the hammer.
Be there for your child, but not only that, life is so short. Do you really want to wake up one day and have to regret that you didn't spend the time that you should have spent with that person? I mean, really think about it.
He's probably selfish. He thinks he's very to do. I've seen him on sets back in the day. He's very to do, and if he was with his ex-wife, he was definitely with this other chick all the time.
So. That was here?
No, that was.
There was one
in
that
LA.
was here.
No, this was in LA.
Oh, okay.
He was always with this half Japanese, half black girl. Beautiful, beautiful girl, but it wasn't his wife. So you're a punk. You were always a punk. So.
Well, I didn't come at you that hard.
I am. I don't care.
I just said, you're
corny.
You don't
That's the new word for the day, corny. You're pissing me off.
I just said you're stinky pee-pee.
How do you know he has a stinky pee-pee?
I don't know, but I'm going to say he has a stinky pee-pee because you can't be worth nothing on that if you don't even care about your kids. So your pee-pee stinks.
Brian McKnight, if I had a hammer with your picture,
I'm
there in the morning. I have it in the evening. All this land. I have it in danger.
I don't know the rest.
You'll never have it in glory. I have it with the love between my brothers and my sisters. Oh, over this land. We know all the same songs.
I learned that in camp upstate New York.
I learned it in camp in somewhere in some woods in Jersey, some Girl Scout camp. Yep, sure did.
Shout out to all the moms that sent their kids
to the Fresh Air Fund.
That's right.
Fresh Air Fund. Shout out to my mom because she made sure I had camp every summer.
30 days.
Summer. Shout out to my mom.
That was the best experience ever.
Those are the best packages she used to send me. So things like that you never forget. So not dissing dads because we did shout out Shacky's, great. There are some wonderful, wonderful dads out there, but sometimes moms, since it's Mother's Day coming up, you start remembering those things, even though they might get on your nerves sometimes, or we get on their nerves. It's things that can't be replaced.
Yeah,
can't be replaced.
Yeah, I'm sure my sons would say the same thing.
Yeah.
My youngest always says it. We have these hard conversations about paying taxes and being responsible and what would you do if I'm not here and I'm trying to prepare you. So not even so much if I leave this earth because I pass away.
She might want to move to Italy.
I may want to move to Italy. I may want to. I may meet someone
because she's Italiano. Remember that, people.
And decide I'm gonna go move with this person and build my new life there
in Italy.
Beautiful.
Anywhere. Oh my god.
Not Japan, but you have to be able to take care of yourself. And so my oldest is always like, oh yeah, mom, I'll be fine. Are you always saying this? My youngest says, I don't know about you, but I can't live without my mom.
Oh,
So
sweetheart.
yeah, and he can't live without the spaghetti I made yesterday at 9 o'clock at night for him.
Mine just gave me the middle child. Just told me when she's done with college. Shout out to her because she just passed her first year, so she's gonna be a sophomore. Go, Kamora.
Yay.
She said when she's done, she has some other things she's gonna do. You know, what to do with the horses. I don't understand that world as much as she does. But she's gonna end up in Australia.
Australia.
She said, "Mom, you're gonna come with me. We'll have dual citizenships." I
Look at
said,
that.
"Well, okay." She said, I'll have land and a farm there, so you'll have a." I said, "So I'm going with you wherever you're
That's
going.
that's the
I'm
beautiful
going."
thing.
Shout
They
out.
want to include you in whatever their
Yeah,
lifestyle is, whatever it is that they're doing. They want to keep you close.
I'm down with it.
They want to keep you close. So that is a beautiful thing. But Brian,
Brian, you suck.
thank you, PP.
You suck. Don't leave out your kids. I don't care if they were from wedlock, whatever lock you claiming, you punk. Stay with your kids.
I don't care if it was from a prostitute like
I
some
don't
of you
care.
other
It's your kid.
celebrities.
It's your kid. Real,
Just keep.
exactly.
I'm not gonna.
Exactly.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Exactly. It's a
Just
lot
take
of them out
custody
there.
of them. Take custody of the children that
Listen,
you have with
look at Eddie Murphy
prostitutes
with all them kids. He
and
playing with
foreign
all
women.
his kids.
Listen, Eddie
Ooh,
Murphy
he can.
is
Ooh.
Eddie Murphy is having more kids
I ain't
than
mad at
I've
him.
slept with men.
Anyway,
He's
take care of your kids, people.
Eddie
Take care of your
Murphy.
kids.
I don't want to
He's
end with
kind of
that.
handsome.
I used to be in love with Eddie Murphy. I think Eddie
I
Murphy
got a
has a package.
side note to tell you.
He has I think well say it. You can't say it. Say it. It was your past. Say
Hey,
it.
Bosco. That's all I got to say.
Bosco.
Bosco. Hey, Bosco.
So did he have the package?
Hey, Bosco.
Did Eddie Murphy? I can't have any kids from you, but we can act like we're trying to.
Love it, love it, love it.
Because I don't think he has a stinky pee-pee. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll change that subject then, because I don't
need some water.
Well, yeah. Do you would like some of
I'm
mine?
hot.
You're hot now. Oh, you're hot.
I'm gonna drink out of my fancy
Eddie
cup.
Murphy, huh? That red leather jacket. Did he wear it at the time?
I almost spit the water out.
You know, because as women,
this was way after that. Way after that.
You don't have to tell the details.
That red leather jacket was a no-no.
All I'm saying is, we role play. We'll put on heels for men. We'll put on cowboy boots and hats and all type of stuff. So I've never.
She does a lot. Ooh.
I used to.
Well, shout out to her. Whoever's missing out on this, sister is in the other room.
Well, it's okay, because guess what? I'm going to surgically have my stuff sewed up.
Oh, come on. Okay. Are we done?
We're not done.
We're not surgically sewing up anything.
We have some guests coming on. We have some mothers for our Mother's Day special. We have some questions to ask them. Right now, our guests are fixing themselves some cocktails, whether it be tequila, whether it be margarita,
or tea,
because maybe they can't drink, whatever it may be. I'm not drinking today.
I have soursop tea, cold tea, and
I have water today because I have to work when I'm done with the show.
Yeah.
And get some things together.
Got a lot to do today.
Yeah.
Tonight.
Yeah.
And tomorrow.
Oh, shout out to Ed, who is Omega. That's cute. And to my brother-in-law who's crossed over.
I probably can't do it because I'm
Alpha,
not a guy, but yeah.
Dr. Ivan Smith and Eddie Wisdom. So I first went to the Alpha party, and that was at the Tamaya Country Club.
That's fun.
And what I did notice about this, so the Alphas are with the AKAs. It was really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I like stuff like that, but I don't like to go to stuff like that and everybody has their wives or their girlfriends with them.
So they did.
But they look really nice. Most of them. I didn't see. The only single men I saw there were gay.
Oh,
and there's nothing I can do with that.
Not at all.
There's nothing I can do with that.
Talking about that, you said so they're with the AKAs. Which one would you have been, an AKA or a Delta?
I wouldn't have been any of them.
No.
And I went to the Omega after with Ed, and that was nice. They had the live band cast downstairs. I would not have joined any type of sorority because I've never felt the need to be a part of anything other than the craziness that's in my head.
Well, she said it right there.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I didn't need the sisterhood. I have great friends.
I didn't need for someone to tell me what to do.
That too.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't join the service. I wish I would have. But
although I do respect it. My shout out to my great grandmother, Grandma Brown. She was a Delta, and me and Moochie always wanted to do it because of that. And color red, pretty, whatever.
I think it's good bonding. It's good for work relationships.
Yeah.
but that just was never my thing. I've
Especially at
always,
that age. Like you couldn't have sucked me in at that age. I was so
yeah,
like on another level to where nobody telling me nothing.
yeah, and
So I don't know.
yeah,
It's easy to get sucked in at that age, but I couldn't do it.
I didn't want to do it. I
No,
didn't want to do it. I probably
no.
couldn't have afforded to do it then anyway.
Well,
I had an apartment and all sort of
college,
stuff, going to school, and that just didn't fit in with the program.
So everyone had their couples.
They had their couples. They did their dances.
Oh, that's
They
so
walked around and
cute.
danced. They had a great contest for like the best hat and the best outfit. I mean, that stuff was fun. I enjoyed it.
That's cute.
I would attend again.
I like fashion.
I would attend again. But yeah, I don't like to go to a couple things or things where married men have hall passes and they're wearing rings plain as day, but they're trying to rap to you.
In the bathroom.
No, that wasn't in the bathroom. Now that
No.
bathroom thing was 9 years ago.
Damn.
And you don't want me to say no more because you want me to be
9 years
nice.
ago. Wow.
That was 9 years ago. I was going through some things, but it was a nice
Wow.
bathroom. That's Capitol Grill,
Yeah, Capitol Grill. Good food there too.
The food was
Shout
amazing.
Shout out, by the way, what we told Shaq, we'll go. Capitol Grill.
We'll go
She'll eat everything. I'll just eat the food and
yeah, and she'll break out. So
I'll
we
break
can have
out.
some alone time. We don't want a married woman.
Shout out to Shaq. Back to Shawnee. You suck. Brian McKnight sucks. Who else sucks today?
I don't know. According to you, Jay-Z sucks.
Yeah. Well, I ain't say sucked. I just said that Nas is better. Nas is more New York
Nas is
or
better
hip
to
hop, a
you.
businessman to me. I just like Nas.
You just like Nas. You went to see Nas in concert here.
And I knew every word for word from day one to now.
We're losing it, like screaming and yelling.
I didn't scream. I got the videos to prove it.
You ripped your thongs off and threw them on stage, and I'm like, whoa. And then Method Man came out, and I wasn't wearing any underwear, so I couldn't do that. So I threw my
Method Man came out, and she left me and ran to the front. I don't know where she went, but shout out to.
And he's taking good care of himself. Shout out to all the men, even though it's mothers, but all the men that take
shout out to the men that take care of themselves. Shout out to the men who take care of their children along with the mothers. Shout out to the men. Shout out to the men who do it because there are no mothers around. So.
And shout out to the men that are mothers, the single parent men.
Thank you.
Met one last week. He's my carpenter. And he told me this whole spiel about he's taking care of his daughter. And maybe he did that so I wouldn't try to finagle the price. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe. Ja?
You said you had a question? No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So he probably did that because then I felt kind of bad.
Wait, the one that did I meet him?
No, this was another carpenter.
Okay.
Well, my microwave had a little accident.
I saw that.
He's supposed to do the build out.
Okay.
And I let him look at some other things while he was here.
Okay.
Other things in your house. My bedroom closet, for instance, because it's leaning down now.
Okay. What else did you have?
The laundry room.
The laundry room. Things can happen in the laundry room.
That's it, though. He was listen.
That's it.
He's Caucasian. I don't.
You might. What's wrong with that? You are claim Italian sometimes. It might. I
claim Italian sometimes, but not 24-year-old Italian.
I know a few ladies who are with Caucasians.
You can't be younger than any of my children.
Oh, he was young.
He was 24.
Oh, that's way too young.
He was 24. And then he's like, I'm just trying to take care of my child. Okay. I don't want to date men with children.
Okay, anymore. He's 24 anyway.
He's 24.
He's not even
has a child.
He's not in, okay.
His grandma was watching the child at the
time. Okay, yeah. He's not in the category.
And he's trying to get himself together. Well, we both can't be like Will Smith. Oh, you're trying to get yourself together? Well, so am I.
We need a king, people.
Hello.
Okay, so that's not that.
That's not gonna work.
So we're gonna go to our next hour soon. We're gonna be talking about Mother's
Day, celebrating
friends that are mothers,
everything about.
We almost got teary-eyed a few minutes ago, so we had to shake it off a little bit when we started talking about mothers. And
I got teary-eyed, because there's a lot of people you miss. I miss my grandma.
We got a little teary-eyed with it.
I miss my grandmother Pam.
Yeah, so we want to give props to them. And us, of course, you're gonna say me.
I didn't give props to me.
You should.
Yeah, I don't want to do that right now. I'm in a different place right now, and you know what?
You just said how Grant really said he would not.
Grant loves me. Grant loves me.
That's a great thing to know. At least
Grant
you know that.
loves me. Like
some parents do not know that. They have. If you're like, I don't know if my kid likes me or not.
That youngest one will lay on the train track. Now that oldest one, he'd be like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Greg.
Why would I do that, Mom? Why? You're older than me. Come on.
Oh my God.
I got a lot of life left.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I love them
gosh.
too,
The
though.
comedy, the
I
comedy.
they're comedy.
How we could turn something sensitive into comedy.
We have to, because you know what? Everything that's painful, you have to turn into joy.
Joy. Lots of joy.
Otherwise, you'll be like in the cave, like Paul. You know that story from the Bible.
Yeah.
And it's dark in the cave, and it stinks in the cave, like stink
Like-
pee.
Like
Like Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight
Like
is
Brian
in the
McKnight's
cave because
pee-pee.
we're both like, going through it. No one likes him right now.
He's whack.
But Shaq, you can take me out the cave. You can start at the front of the cave, and you can drag me out with that thing.
I love it.
By my braids. And if you don't like braids, oh well.
Oh, he'll love
right
it.
now, please join us. If you're on YouTube, you can stay on YouTube. If you're on Instagram, log right back in, because they only give us an hour. You know why? Because we're not paying them for this.
But YouTube is best. Please go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube. We have some great guests coming on, some great topics. One of them is real spicy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about Mother's Day.
She's a mother.
She's a spicy mother.
She's a hot mama.
She's a spicy
She's
mama.
a hot mama. I got a glass that says hot mama. She's a
Just
hot
for
mama.
her. Hot mama.
She's a hot mama.
How many hot mamas are we gonna have?
We're gonna have the hot mamas that are here, and we're gonna have the hot mamas that are calling in and logging in as well.
Okay.
And I like hot mamas. You know why?
Because you're a hot mama?
I'm not a hot mama yet, but I'm gonna get back there.
Because she's going to get Shaq at Capitol Grill.
You're gonna see me with Shaq.
He's going to from the corner say, "Hey, Bluey, look at this." And she's gonna say, "Boom!
I'm gonna go everywhere Shaq goes.
I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant.
And have his babies.
Hey, that's good.
And have somebody to watch the babies, because I'm too old to do that.
No, you're not.
I found it out this week, and I had my little G son.
Yeah.
He made me very tired.
Oh.
Very tired.
You just might need some B12. You just might need some B12. Or
I had a B12 shot last week.
Or some vitamin D.
Some vitamin D I definitely need. I said I wasn't going to drink, but damn, Mom. Somebody get me something.
No drinks. Just the water.
Just the water. Okay.
Just the water.
Just the water.
Yeah. See you in a second, people.
Oh, we're here. We're live. Hey, so we can bring our guests in. I hope our guests have their drinks. There's a cute cup right there, but if you want to come in with the solo, it's fine.
Solo is good. We don't have
Solo's
to wash
good.
it. We don't have to
That's right.
wash
Oh
it
my
after.
God, I love this hair color on you. That's amazing. That's fun. Can we invite our guests in now? Okay, our first guest, and our other guests, we're gonna come at the same time.
Where's she at? Where's the other guest?
She's trying to go online on Instagram.
Oh, she's on Instagram. Well, then guess what? Then this seat is for.
Why? She's not walking. She's right here.
Well, make sure she doesn't echo. Number one.
Yeah.
So we have the beautiful Carlisha,
Hey,
single
girl.
mom, coming on for us.
Hey, girl.
Come on in here. Let's get our questions.
Girl.
Welcome and happy Mother's Day to you. We're so happy you took time out of your busy schedule, because it is busy.
It's echoing. It is.
It is. Oh, you can't do that, lovey. You're gonna have to come in.
Teresa, you
so
have to come in here with
sorry.
us, honey.
We're talking to you, Teresa.
You have to come in. We're sorry.
Come on in,
But
Teresa.
you're gonna go to your car
Yeah.
and join us. So, Carlisha, how are you today?
I'm absolutely wonderful.
I love the hair. Damn it! Is it?
Hey,
is the color,
Teresa,
is the
come on
spring?
in,
Is the spring
boo-boo.
color? Come
Come
on,
on in.
Teresa. Just move the pillow and let's just get in here. This seat's really good to people.
Hey, Teresa. No, you're good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, you may have to
Teresa,
push
you
that
have
a
your
little
drink. You
there.
good?
Are you good there? Okay, yeah. You good? You good? Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. We didn't get the show like Sherry Shepherd when Wendy Williams left, because they did not know and we were not prepared. But we would have. We would have. Okay, ladies, we have some Mother's Day questions from you. First of all, if you want to tell us about yourself.
Introduce yourself first.
Yes.
Carlisha,
You may have a different name you want to use.
Oh yeah, we're sorry. Introduce yourself, young lady.
Oh, it's not. Oh, you were Isabella for Cinco de Mayo. See, that's having fun.
I like that. You were Isabella?
Yeah.
Girl, that's
It was a long
fun.
night, huh?
Okay. So Cinco de Mayo. Oh, that's fly. We're gonna change our name.
We should.
Next year.
We could change it next week too. So who are you today?
I'm just Carlisha.
You're just
Okay.
Carlisha today.
Hey girl, hey.
Carlisha, how many children do you have? 4. 4 children, and you are a single mother.
I am.
Ever been married before?
Nope.
Do you date? Well, I won't actually date married. Man, did I just say that?
Did you say that?
Kim and Tanika Harris.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Especially Tanika. She's a mother.
Is she a single mother?
She's a single mother.
Okay, and
she's done wonderful too.
And is your name? We don't know what your name is today. Teresa.
Teresa. Hey, Teresa.
Now, Teresa, you've been a single mother before.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And you have how many children?
Three.
Three children. So I know you have still a child that's in junior high school. She's in high school?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ. And all your children are grown.
Yes.
So a lot of these questions are dealing with being a single mother, what Mother's Day was like for you,
empty nest syndrome.
Yes. So let me I put my glasses on because but we're so happy that you guys joined us because we know this studio is not closed. So what has been the hardest thing, and we'll start with you, Carlisha, about being a single mother and the biggest reward?
The hardest thing, I think, is just trying to balance your personal life, making sure the kids are taken care of financially, physically, mentally, all those things, and not really having somebody to rely on like you'd like.
Right.
But at the same time, not having someone there gives you the mindset that you just have to do it. And so you don't, and at some point you stop missing it because you know it's just you. But most rewarding is knowing my kids being able to tell me that they appreciate me and they show the love. And
can you let Kim know to stop?
Yes, Kim, that's joining us. Can you stop moving around or playing with your husband because we hear it?
Is Kim auntie?
Aunt Kim, I'm addressing you as a guest. Aunt Kim, stop washing dishes and baking cakes. Okay, well there you go. Thank you for joining us.
Hilarious.
Hello. We're gonna get to you and Tanika. Teresa, for you.
it's kind of like the same. I have like the same answer. Work, going to school, make sure they're okay. And I had help from my mom.
Okay.
Really there, helping me out. So.
And the reward is you have your two oldest have gone to a great school.
I have two kids that have graduated college.
From where?
FAMU.
FAMU.
And my daughter had a full ride at Middle Tennessee State University scholarship. And my son has his master's. Rebecca has his master's. And both of them are doing very well. And then I have a 20-year-old that's turning 21 in a couple of months.
Oh boy.
So, and she recently lost her dad. So we're still dealing, that's still new. So we're dealing with that.
Okay. So now you've been forced back as a single parent all over again, but you're doing a great job. And if she turns out anything like the other two, you have nothing to worry about. On Kim, I know that you never were a single parent, only when your husband was away in the military. But for you, what have been some of the challenges, even with him being away, and you raised 4 children, as well as some of the rewards? The rewards, other than the reward being me.
Oh my gosh.
You being my oldest child?
Yes.
Yes. I can say I was blessed to have all of y'all. And though we've been through trials and tribulations, everybody turns out great.
Great.
So everybody's doing big things and everybody's growing as adults. Our mother did a good job of discipline.
And there was a lot of discipline, even when combing hair. Better not move that head. Oh, just my head.
When she was doing it.
When she did that hair there. Can we see Tanika?
Hey Tanika.
Okay. Hey Tanika.
Tanika, what would you say is your best? Put your camera on, Tanika. Well,
do you want to share with us why we do have you before we let the next person in?
What's some of the qualities that you put on your children, that you instilled on them, that you feel is showing through them now? Because they are how old again?
Brian's 30
And
and Morgan.
you've been a single mom for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Their entire life. So you did that. They got that from you, mommy.
The truthful part is they got it from me and my tribe. What I'm learning as a
Mhm.
single parent
Mhm.
is that you know in the old days when they said it takes a village to raise children,
Yeah.
it is so true and so important and so valuable. So even as being a single mom, I've had villages their entire life. The villages have changed, but each person that played a part was extremely important, and that's something I'm grateful for and I value my children.
Awesome. Awesome. So, ladies, another question that had came up from one of our viewers: is there any age cutoff after you have found new love to start over and give them kids? We kind of spoke a little bit about this with me and Shaq because I think we're going to have a baby. I have nothing else to lose at this point.
Hey.
But a lot of
Why
times we
not?
see men start their lives over at 50, 55. They have
Mhm.
newborn babies. We spoke about Brian McKnight starting his life over with his new baby. And as women, we always feel like we're too old to do certain things. Would you take that on to start a new life again with someone else?
No.
I would not. I think I'm at a point. My kids are 3 of the 4 are all over 21. I do not foresee myself going through that again with a baby.
Hmm.
I'll babysit.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Yeah, a
You can
puppy.
do all those
And you
things.
can fly on Bark Airline.
There you go. I like to travel now.
Oh, no, we know you like to travel and you like to party.
I do.
And you can't do that with a
I do that
baby.
with a baby.
Not a
I
baby.
did bring my G son to the club one night though. But that was different.
Oh my gosh.
Teresa, what about you?
What about you?
No,
No.
you
You
wouldn't
want
do it.
peace? It's peaceful now. Like
Yes.
we could date. That's about it. We could date. No new babies.
No.
No new taking on anything new at that age. No.
Hmm.
Would you? Yeah. Well, where got you? You say Shaq. Yeah.
I
Shaq.
said Shaq. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shaq. If Shaq wants to do it because he is doing big things right now.
Mm.
I'm just gonna be an old mama.
How all of you guys like? Because I know Auntie Kim, Tanika, everyone's kids are kind of older, except for you and I have like middle school. Um, any emptiness syndrome feelings like going on? Are you like, oh my gosh, I remember when they were here for this. I feel sad because this one's not here. We would do this. Does anybody have an
Emptiness.
empty nest syndrome? Like, what do I do now? Type of thing.
So
We know you like
Auntie?
to,
20-year-old is
yeah.
home, but she's barely home.
Right.
She's out off to boyfriend's house. She may come home once or twice or
Mhm.
3 times a week. But other than that, I'm home by myself, which I enjoy.
I don't mind.
She
You
wants
want
hers
yours
to
to
leave.
leave? I would like to. I just don't want them to leave. I want to find them a nice condo or something. They have like a lot of first time
Up the
home
street.
buyers programs here,
Yeah, up the
and they
street.
love each other so much, so they'll go
Yeah.
together. I would like to. I envision myself because I have like a big living room, roller skating naked once they're out.
You can do that now.
I
One of the
can't. And they come home
housewives,
like, Ma,
one of the doctors, what's that show? The not the housewives,
the doctor,
the doctor show,
medicine, married to medicine.
Married to Medicine.
Yeah,
That's what one of them did. They got them a condo up the street.
that's right.
That's the best thing to
Get them
do.
out.
Let them learn. What about you guys, Auntie and Tanika? Any empty nest feelings?
Okay, so I turn my camera on. Wait, get ready for work tomorrow. I often felt when my children got ready to go to college about I thought that I was gonna have like some amount of life.
Hmm.
I realized what I've been doing my entire life is providing and caring for my children. I didn't know who I was. I thought I had this identity. I thought, oh, I'm gonna do that. When they left, I was left with now working.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning, but I had to learn what to think like. And I had to give myself permission to feel, to feel what I feel. It's not all of I love my children. As a single mom, you put everything into your children. I had a real moment. I was like, well, I don't want to hold them from being themselves, and I don't want to hold them back from mom. Now what do I do with myself? I think that was my emptiness. I didn't want them to come back so much day to day. But I was like, now what's gonna happen for me? What does my life look like now that they're here every day? And that was a challenge.
Yeah.
Mm.
Auntie? Auntie Kim, she's still there?
I understand. I'm not a single mom. Sometimes they thought I was because he was always gone. But I can piggyback on that because we, as women and caregivers and nurturers, we put so much into our children that we lose ourselves.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I tell young mothers, don't lose yourself in mothering.
Yeah.
Because just like you, I find myself saying, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah.
And you have to almost come up with a plan to say, okay, I did this for them, I need to do this for me now.
Yeah.
But in actuality, they come back home and you still doing and doing and doing. And then I don't know if anybody got grandkids, be like that. Grandkids, nephews, nieces, they still come. So I'm part-time doing him, but I still do everybody else. And we have to learn as women and nurturers that the same stuff that we put out for them, we need to put it in ourselves.
Definitely.
We won't be in that predicament. So sometimes I think I did it wrong. Maybe I should have been the not give a crap mother.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But that's not me.
No.
You know. But I'm learning. I'm trying.
And there's still time to make as much time for yourself as you can. It's never
still,
too late.
It's never
too late to pour into yourself.
Never too late. Never too late. No. And I still got a lot of life. Only I'm gonna be around for 50, 60 years to worry all y'all ass.
We
I'm
love
sure.
it.
I welcome it.
We do.
I welcome it because it's fun at the same time. It's fun at the same time. So definitely.
That's definitely true. Because Tanika used to always say to me, Kira, you used to say it to me, but you were saying it to yourself too. You say, Kira, you know what you want to do, you. And guess what? Kyrie used to say it to me since 10th grade, Mom, do you. So kids notice when you are giving more of yourself to them. They want to see the old you, or they look at old pictures or know about old stories or whatever they have to see that you used to do. Your kids want you to do you also. They don't want you to they appreciate you. They appreciate you being a mom and taking care of everything under the sun, but they do want us to be us. What do you want to do? What do you feel? What do you aspire to be? Like, it's not just being a mother.
Do you ever feel? I know we always talk about why a father is not as equally, accredited when it comes down to Father's Day, when it comes down to things that they do. Even being there are a lot of single fathers out there. We see them, but do you ever feel as though you've overcompensated with your children too much because of the absence of a father, either as a single mother or for the nurturing, or a father being absent because they always work or just not being around like they should? Yes. Uh-huh. Sure.
Okay.
Let Juanita join now. Sure.
Sure. We're having a party. We're having a whole Mother's Day
And then we'll
party.
ask her as well. So do you ever feel like I always felt that because even whether it was the marriage or when that was over, and still to this day for some crazy reason, and they're adults, that things that were not taught by my ex-husband, I felt I had to teach them. But you can't teach, of course, boys to be
Right.
men. I felt I had to say, well, let me do this because it wasn't done by him, or they feel a certain way. Well, I'll just take care of it. Don't worry if he didn't do it.
Right.
Do you find yourself in that position, or do you find yourself in the position of no, I let them figure that out?
There were times where I found myself trying to overcompensate because you don't want them to feel like they're missing out because that the other parent is
Right.
absent.
Right.
But then I realized in doing that, I probably was doing more harm than I was good.
Yeah.
So I learned to stop doing that and just do what I needed to do. Give a little extra here and there, but for the most part, let them figure it out.
When did you find that? Was it because you said you have 4 children? Like, when did you figure that out for yourself?
Probably my second had to be around 10.
Right.
She's 25 now.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I was going to say around that second child is when we all kind of figure out. Okay,
Mhm.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Let me redo this and think about this. So it's like I was thinking the same thing. Second child. What about you, Teresa?
No, I don't think I overcompensated. But my last child, since she lost her dad, now I feel like I'm giving her so much because I don't want to say no.
Right, right.
And I was just thinking about she need to get on and get a job. But I haven't pushed her out to get a job because she's still feeling the loss of her dad.
Right.
But right now, I feel like I'm overcompensating, and I don't know how I'm gonna stop.
But it's fresh though.
It's
It's
still
fresh. Yeah.
It's still fresh.
That's auntie.
But at some point, at some may she has to hang up. At some yeah, on cam we can still hear something, so you may have to mute.
Mute
Yes.
auntie.
Or maybe
I think it was auntie first.
Someone's moving. But then like you also have to figure out when that time is going to come, because you could get to a point where it's like, well, she's suffered such a terrible loss, and
Yeah.
I just don't even want to talk about it or put it out there. It's like whatever happens happens, because we go through, our life is so short and so precious that I'm not going to concern myself with that, as long as she's happy, as long as she's not doing drugs and she's not doing anything crazy.
Yeah.
Then
But it's fresh. It's still
yeah,
fresh for
and
yours.
it takes
right?
a while.
It's
It takes
still
a
fresh
while.
right now.
And that may need to be counseling, not only for her, but maybe even for you, to know when it's time to say, okay,
Yeah.
are you doing everything now to make sure that she's fine? What are you doing for you? And how are you really feeling about it?
Yeah.
Do we have did Juanita join us?
yes.
So Juanita, the question was, have you ever, well, hello, welcome, first of all,
Hi.
Juanita. Are you single or are you married?
I am married,
You're married.
but I am married. This is my second marriage,
Okay.
but I have 3 children from my first husband. Um, and I basically was a single mom.
Mm-hmm.
When I married my husband, my kids basically were 2 of them were grown, one was just graduating from high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I put my life on complete hold for my children.
Mm-hmm.
Being a single parent, I had to. It wasn't, I didn't have that choice. It was very difficult. It was very hard. But with family and prayer, I made it through. When my kids went to school, went to the military, and decided to do their own thing, I decided it was time for me to be selfish and think of me and go on with my life, because I put my life completely on hold for my children. I didn't do anything, no cruising, no nothing. It was just dedicated to them. And in the beginning, I felt bad, but I had to get over that real quickly. Only because it's okay to be selfish when it comes. It's okay to be selfish. It took me a minute to get to that point. I thought I was taking something from my children, but honestly, it's okay to be selfish and think of you for that brief moment, especially when we as mothers have put our complete lives on hold, gone without eating anything or gone without doing certain things. When your kids do great in school and all they want to do is go to the movies or go out with their friends, and you absolutely just don't have the funds to do it, that is very stressful. All that goes into place. So when they made it across that stage, when they graduated from high school, when they graduated from college, Mama was able to
Pat herself on the back.
take vacation.
Mm-hmm. And you're doing it now, for real.
That's something. That's
I love
really
it.
something.
I love it. You're right.
I totally can agree with that. I remember the days of buying one movie ticket when it was at the North Side. And I would tell the children, I said, while I'm buying the ticket, act like you're going to use the bathroom. And so they didn't pay. And so that was our routine every Sunday. And after a while, the manager of the movie theater, she knew that's what I was doing, and she said, by then Greg was going on 15. She said, why don't you have your son come get a job here, and I'll hire him, and that way you don't have to keep sneaking them in the movies every Sunday.
Shout out
And
to
yeah,
her.
and that was my life. And I was like, wow. She's like, I know you're sneaking in here, but
that was actually
it's
beautiful.
okay. And we would stay, and
That
we
was
one
beautiful.
movie, we would watch, at least 4 movies that came out, and just hope somebody didn't have assigned seating, and just kind of get where
Kind
we
of
can
shuffled
go.
around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I've always taught the children that life is a hustle, and you may not always have it, but you figure out how to do it.
Shout out to my grandmother, used to package back in the day. She would bring the fried chicken, your own bags of chips, your own little quarter waters in the movies. They made it happen. Mothers make it happen for real.
Mothers make it happen, and grandmas make it happen. I have some quirky habits. If you've ever traveled with me or been around me enough, I'll go to restaurants, and I'll take as much sugar packages as I
Oh
can.
my gosh, that's what my grandmother does to this day.
Whatever's not open, it could be a little thing of Tabasco. I'm like, hey, we need 6 more of these, and even if it's in a hotel and it's the amenities, I'll keep asking for
You
more.
never know.
And with the amenities now, I save them for the homeless, and just pack them up. Just keep stocking them. But at one time, that was the whole thing. I still go to the Gaylord and take the toilet tissue from everyone's room that's on a trip, because I'm like, hey, I have a lot of guests, and sometimes you run out of toilet tissue, and it's cost. So whatever I could do to kind of buffer being a single mom, I still have that same mindset, instead of just going to Aldi's or somewhere and buying a pack. I'm like, no, I need this, and if you don't want this, I want this too.
So being that almost everyone we're talking to, most of our kids are older, except for we have middle school. We won't count them right now. What does everyone expect, like, to get for Mother's Day or to not get for Mother's Day? Do you feel like you expect something because they're older now and they all have jobs or whatever have you? Do you feel like we should expect more, or should we sit back and see what happens, or should we tell them what we want, or just sit back and just enjoy that, like you said, that they've grown, they passed the stage, they've entered this type of realm, now they're doing whatever they want to do in life? Or should we be happy with that, or should we be happy with, oh, we're going to get a gift? What do you think?
Well, we know you don't have that problem, but you can talk about it.
Well, I don't expect a gift. Even though my kids they try and shower me with stuff, and I always say no, just keep it. And they get upset with me. They're like, "Mom, you need some shoes." Like some shoes. Mom, my daughter just deposit money in my account. I'm like, I don't need it. I was just told the other day I need to pay off a credit card. She's like, "How much do you need?" I said, "No, I'm gonna take care of it myself. Thank you." And they get upset with me when I tell them I'm okay.
Wow.
I really don't like asking them, and I don't expect them to, but they always offer me trips.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm okay. Just don't worry about it. Mom. Why you do that? I'm like, if we want to give you stuff, take it. But I always say I'm good. As long as you're good, you're doing what you're supposed to.
Long
do,
as you're
I'm
good.
fine. You don't
Long
have to
as
buy
you're
me
good.
gifts or
Yeah.
anything.
So shout out to your children. They're amazing. Her son Derek, he's like a chef, and he showers everyone that's there. So if you happen to be there, you're getting a gift. You're on the boat, is taken care of. You're at the show. Kind of like when you visit me and we're doing things. He's like that guy. So you're very blessed in that department. I'm very blessed that I have him in my life as well, along with your other
What
children.
about you, Carlisha? Do you feel like do you feel like you are like, what am I going to get? Or do you feel like you're happy that they're healthy and you did a great job as a
Yeah,
mom?
I don't expect it, but my kids, they're 29, 25, 22, so they've been buying gifts for a while. So I pretty much know I'm going to get something, but I don't expect it. So if it didn't happen, I wouldn't be disappointed. Just the
Okay.
fact that they're doing okay.
Long as they're happy and healthy. Blue?
I don't expect anything anymore.
You
If
don't?
it happens in life, it happens. That's my model for everything. Because if you don't have expectations, you don't have disappointment. That's just where I
True.
am. So
Ladies, what do you
yeah.
guys? Do you feel like you expect a gift? Do you feel like I'm good? Or how do you feel at this age now that they're older? Whoever can go first. Tanika, go first. I see you smiling.
So yeah, for me, I've always told my children, they're like, oh, you're old, we want to buy you this, take care of you, and this and that. Now I'm like, my gift to me is being off on Mother's Day. I want my children to be able to take care of themselves, handle their own thing, and just knowing that they're okay, gift enough for me.
Yes.
I just need some down. For me, downtime is
That's
True.
right.
True.
You
True.
don't have to buy me food. Knowing they're okay, grandchildren are okay, and that's good for them.
Shout out to your granddaughter. I saw her last Sunday. We'll talk about that another time.
Really,
Yep. So, Auntie Kim, what about you?
I don't expect gifts, and when I get gifts, um, when I least expect it, stuff will come to me. Like I'm a giver person. I know that I get it in love.
Yeah.
As long as they love me and they're taking care of themselves and they're doing all the right things in their lives, that's a gift.
True.
Because then that means I don't have to do nothing.
True.
But I don't expect it, but I do get. I do give. My kids do give. And they'll show up when I least expect it, and it's like, whoa, what's wrong with you? What do you want?
Oh.
You know, but I don't do for them because they got to do for me.
Right.
I do for them because it's out of my heart. That's
Right.
just me.
That's
I'm
sweet.
not.
Yeah.
I don't do, and I don't do and brag about it, and I don't do and complain about it. If I do it, I do it out of my heart.
Yes.
People don't even have to know that I did it.
True.
Mhm.
That's just
How about
how
you,
I am.
Karen?
I was gonna go to Juanita next.
Oh,
To
Juanita.
Nikki. What
Okay.
about you, Nikki?
I do not expect anything, but I do get something. I can say it is a joy when it's something from the grandkids. It's just so special. So I do secretively look forward to something from the grand. So I look forward to the phone calls, the little fingerprints. So I love that. I really do.
The artwork. All the artwork.
The artwork is beautiful. Yes.
I
That's
can attest
me.
to that. I like that.
That's me.
Yeah.
I don't expect, but I've gotten excited of the artwork for the past 23 years. Like I have kept every piece of artwork. I remember Kyrie's first. Like I have everything. Like from Kyrie, Kimura, and Camille. Like I keep all the artwork because it seems like Mother's Day is always some type of art piece or but now that Kimura is like also a chef, that's her
Mhm.
other thing she could do. I always get some meals. So it's just fun to be around them. Like we sing, we dance, it's just fun to be with all of them. So that's my gift. Like I'm just happy that they're doing what they want to do. They're healthy and we have fun together. And it's like almost every day is Mother's Day to me when I'm with them.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Every day is Mother's Day to me. To me.
For you to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one.
It's
No.
also good when I know my oldest daughter. I think the best Mother's Day gave me was a conversation that we had, and she stated, "Mom, I never understood some of the things that you did, but now with me having my own child and having my daughter, I truly do thank you for everything that
Wow.
you've done.
Wow,
I
that's
now
nice.
understand why you said no. I now understand, why you kept some things from us. I now
Mhm.
understand why you did what you did, and I appreciate you." I think that was just one of the best
Mhm.
Mother Day gifts that I could have ever received.
That's beautiful.
Knowledge that you gave to them, the conversations that you had, and with my children, when they were growing up, I was not their friend, and I would tell them that I didn't become their friend until maybe 18. And so when my oldest got into college, she would call me at any time of the hour. Some things I really did not want to hear. But I was happy that I was the one she was calling. And she would say to me, I was talking to my friends and this is what they said. And I was like, I have to call my mom because I don't
Oh,
know.
see, look at that.
Yeah,
That's a gift. That's a gift right there. That's a whole gift.
it really is.
Mhm.
Now that's truly beautiful unless it's your son telling you everything. Then it's kind of like you did what? Oh, well, it was in the stair. I'm I can tell you anything. No, that doesn't mean I want to hear everything. But yeah, the fact that you can communicate is a blessing because there are so many children that grow up and have no communication, cannot talk to their parents or their mother and share, and then you find out all these other things that are going on with them, and you don't know how to reach, and you don't know why. It's because the communication was not there. Opposite of you, I wasn't their friend because my aunt was never our friend. We understood clearly.
She is now.
Well, I don't. Sometimes she's not my friend now, but we understood clearly growing up that that was our aunt slash a mother to me, and there was nothing you could do and get away with that was going to be okay. That she wasn't going, and she would tell you if she had company, I may not get your ass now, but I'm gonna get your ass later. You know what's coming.
I love it.
And it was just like, whoa.
Gotcha.
So, because she's always been that person. No, yeah, because she's been that person. My kids are the same way. Now, my kids have said things to me and talked back, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna call on Kim." No. This is as babies. So
Aunt Kim been putting it down forever, huh?
Until we had family reunions, and then I would throw the kids in the house wherever we were, Airbnbs, and disappear. She called and say, "No, you and your cousins didn't leave with your kids here with me."
Yep.
I said, "Well, that's what aunts are for."
Oh,
So they're for their mothers all the time to everyone. So I thank you for that. Especially when we drove back I'm not lying, drove all the way back to Jacksonville to go to an R. Kelly concert and went back to Thanksgiving.
No, thank you. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. The type of stuff we did. One of the things that we do on the show, and we're gonna start with our guest that's on the screen in case anyone else has calls. We like to leave with something that's inspirational. For me, I don't know if even my aunt Kim knew this, and I kind of talked to you about it during the first hour. Mother's Day wasn't always fun for me because for having children for the first time and being married and then being divorced and being totally responsible for the children where you couldn't even take a nap on a Sunday and you had to cook every Sunday. You never really had those breaks. So I did not look forward to Mother's Day, even though I love being with my children, but I was like, could this just be one day that I'm alone at home eating ice cream and just sleeping for at least 5 hours with no interruption? A lot of mothers that are by themselves also suffer from depression, whether they could have husbands that have passed away, or just the woes of financially not being able to do all that they want to do for their children. I'm not being funny. Shout out to the strippers too. You do whatever you need to do, but at the same time, we have to also acknowledge that there are people that were in our shoes 10, 15 years ago. What would be that advice to the struggling single mother that each of you would want to give to them today?
Start with Auntie.
Even if you looked at yourself 20 years ago.
Auntie Kim?
What would be the advice you would give to a struggling single mother, even if whether they never been married, whether their spouse is gone, whether their husband's overseas,
there and don't do nothing,
or their husband's there and don't do nothing,
don't show up,
they're just not there, they're not present in the child's life, or they don't communicate because all they care about is working and providing, and then not dealing with the issues. And you've dealt with children that have been mom, even with us, for so long. Like, what would be your advice to someone that's in those shoes?
I would tell them, well, you can start at the discipline. Make sure they discipline their kids, teach them respect each other in that household. But I would also tell them that they need to make sure that whatever they're doing on the street, partying, hanging out, anything else, the last thing I would say is make sure you know what you're doing, because at the end of the day, it's you and your children. A man can leave, as you already know, all these single mothers, they can leave anytime they want to leave. But then you get a boyfriend that wants to come in and he wants to do this and he wants to do that and he wants to, he wants to become the man of the house. And something crazy might happen. And at the end of the day, young single moms need to know, don't pay nothing from no man. Make sure you got yourself and your children ready if you have to up and leave or do what you have to do. Because always keep in the back of your mind, it's you and your children. It ain't you and Johnny. It ain't you and Joey. It ain't you and It ain't all of that. It's you and your kids. So you have to take care of your kids.
Yeah.
That's my motto. That's what I tell all single mothers that. The other thing is, put it out there. Maybe I'm wrong for saying it. God forbid if something ever happens to you. And I tell the single moms today, my nieces that are single, and if something happens to you, where do you want your children to go? That needs to be spoken to a family member. Because God forbid if something happens to you, your young child, where they going to go? That's my advice.
Thank you.
Tanika?
I'm thinking about that question. I have so many different responses. Overall, what I believe is I want to be something that I could handle. That doesn't mean that it's not. That doesn't mean it's going to be easy. That doesn't mean it's going to feel good. But I feel like God entrusted me with two human beings, and each child, the parent and the mother and the father are important to the child's life. But being that God entrusted me with them, my role is so important. That means I've got to be something great. If God entrusted me with two whole other beings, I'm going through a situation where my daughter's father passed on Friday.
Oh my God.
And I'm still reminded of how much she needs me, how much my children trust me, and how much I need to be there for them, like all through all the hard times, all the rough times. I wanna be there for my children. So for most single mothers, I want them to know that you matter, you're important, you're valuable, and you're much more than you think we are. You know, we think we have weak moments and I can't do this. Maybe we're stronger than we know we are. You're more important and you're more loved than you are.
Yeah.
It's just like the validation piece for a single mom. Sometimes we search for what is our validation. And maybe single mothers are strong. And strong doesn't always feel good, but it's an amazing thing to be a strong single mom.
It is.
Amen. Amen.
Juanita?
Life is a journey. Being a single mother, it is you basically going through a storm. We are basically in Florida, so we know when those storms come and you're on the road. My mom used to always tell me, just keep driving. Eventually, you're going to get through that storm. I would tell myself that. I would tell any single parent that. I will also say, if you're in a relationship, do not be so independent. Let me rephrase that. Do not be so dependent on a man that you cannot pick up and leave.
Right.
Do not. Unfortunately, sometimes we stay because we may have family members saying that we need to be in that relationship for the sake. But if you are not stable, you cannot be stable for your children. Take 30 minutes out of the day to detach yourself from social media, to detach yourself from the phone, and meditate. You know, get spiritual or whatever works for you. Get out there in the garden, take a walk, have a conversation with God, have a conversation with yourself. And when I say have a conversation with yourself, I mean stand in front of the mirror and have a conversation with yourself. Go down to the beach, sit on the beach, and that wave is coming toward you. Think of everything that is bothering you. Let it build up, let that wave hit you, and when that wave goes back into the ocean, allow everything that is bothering you to go out with it too, and let it go. Pray, give it to God. But when you give it to God, don't give it to God with the right hand, and then with the left hand ask Him how it's going to work. You can't do that. When you give it to God, you give it to God, and you leave. You have to trust and believe.
Yep.
I wish I would have been. I learned it later on, but I wish I would have known a lot of that earlier. The father of my kids, he's great now, but that wasn't the case in the beginning. And to be completely honest, there were times that I did not want him to have anything to and stay prayed up and have a village around you, a village that is truly going to be there for you. Not talk about you behind your back, not stab you in the back or anything like that. A true village. And I mean, that's someone that's going to tell you to your face when you're wrong, someone that's going to tell you to your face that you need help, someone that's going to know you better than you know yourself.
Definitely. That's great. Great advice. I dig that, especially the beach.
Yeah.
What I tell you a couple weeks ago, the beach is everything.
The beach
no,
that
is
was
everything.
a lot. No, it was a lot.
That was great.
What advice would you give?
Definitely a lot that Juanita said. Like, don't pray about it and then sit there and say, well, why me or why this or why that? Just trust that you're there for a reason. Like, we don't have anything that we can't handle. We can handle it. You know, we're strong for a reason. We're women for a reason. We push them out for a reason. So don't let go when something feels like, oh my gosh, I can't handle this. You can handle it. We are here for a reason. So I think single women who get depressed and who, well, moms who get depressed and feel like the dude should be here. Okay, he's not there now. This is your child. We have to do it. My mom did it. Like I said, we were talking about fathers earlier. You know, nothing against all dads because some dads are great, but there were times when I watched my mother like, dang, she really did that. She went to school, she worked, all this on government cheese and food stamps. And I was healthy and happy and I never knew it. Like I never knew what I didn't have. Like moms, you don't have to tell your kids, well, so and so has this and I'm doing this for you. Don't do that. Give them love. Like love is everything. And I didn't know until I was older, like I really didn't have what everybody else had. I didn't have the penny loafers and the Louis Vuittons and the this and the that. I didn't, but I didn't know and I didn't care because I was happy and I was healthy. She sure sent me to camps every summer. I was still clothed, like she really took care of it. So I think that on Mother's Day, we should all make sure if we have them still, make sure we let them know like they're appreciated. Remember that now that we're moms, remember what we're going through, remember what our mothers actually did. Like everything is not materialism. It's really about love, like remembering what they did and what you are today. So just love your children and don't put in their faces what their father didn't do or what so and so didn't do. Just you push them out, you care for them the way you would want to be cared for. And don't brag about it. Don't say what you got for them or what you're gonna do for them. They won't remember those things. Nobody remembers the materialistic stuff. They remember the love for real. So
I know. I have two things to say because I know we're running in time. My advice would be one of the things that I did when I became a single mother. Was I would write things down and give it to God. I would write things about, what I wanted for my children. Lord, take away some of the pain and bring me the help that I need. Give me the strength to be able to take care of these boys and just maintain this home that we have without losing everything. And I would write on all these little notes. And the craziest thing, I checked back, maybe I would check back 10 years. I checked back some of them I found when I moved into my new home. And that was like 15, 16, 17 years later. And a lot of the things that I had asked God about, they were answered without me even thinking about it. Because one of the things I asked was like, just remove it from my heart to hurt. And then the second thing, my mother had told me when I also first became a single mother, and I was crying when she came to visit because I said, "Why can't you take these kids with you?" And she's like, she took them for the summer and she brought them back. And I said, I don't know what I'm doing anymore because I'm by myself. And she looked at me and she says, Monique, I'm going to tell you this, and you may not get it now. Your children will not always be babies, and they will not always be small. You won't always have to change diapers. You won't always have to make sure you make dinner, even though I still make dinner. But there are just things that they're going to grow up, and you're not going to have to do so much. It's going to get easier. And I would say to anyone that's in that predicament that it may seem hard now, but trust in God, write it down, put it away, and let them grow. And as they grow, things do get better and life does continue on. Don't look at me, Teresa, because I should take my own advice now today. But it's never hard when you're in it, but it gets easier as you grow out of it. So, with us having the time that we do have left, another thing that we do, and we're going to have to keep it, ladies, down to probably a minute, is we like to give a quote of the day. It could be something that you've seen someone else quote. It could be spiritual. It could just be what you want to leave here with, especially for our first timers that are joining us, whether it's via Instagram, that are watching,
something you say
or
all the
YouTube.
time to your
It could
friends.
be
Something
whatever
you
you
say
want
all
to
the
share
time. Yeah,
with
something.
someone. But we're going to start, before we close out, we're going to start with our viewers that are watching, our panelists that are on, before we let them go.
Yes.
And thank you all for joining and being a part of this. So can you each give us just something, that some type of saying, quote, maybe an inspirational quote that gets you through the day, every day, whatever that may be, something you live by?
This is what I live by. I've learned that by everything. My most main quote is consideration doesn't matter until it's not. People always say, don't worry about it until you don't worry about it. And that applies to everyone, to myself. So consideration does not matter until it's not getting needed. I got to consider whoever I'm dealing with, child, woman, man, whatever. I try to live by that.
Amen.
Okay. Auntie Kim?
I would say allow God to live in your life. If He's there with you, you can get through anything. But God, and let Him control everything that goes on in your life. Because with Him, everything is possible. Without Him, it's not. Allow God to take care of you and live His way. Walk His walk. Speak truth to yourself and speak positive.
Juanita, what you got, honey?
I say a prayer to God, but I also talk to my ancestors and I ask them for their knowledge, for their wisdom, because a lot of them have walked in the path that we're walking in, and I just ask them just to pass that wisdom on to me.
Beautiful.
I do that prayer every day.
Beautiful.
Teresa?
Y'all can let us answer the other question.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh,
I think we got
man.
no. I think we got a little too deep in. No, did we? We went to the.
Oh, we got too deep. Oh,
No. Well, please answer that question then.
Go ahead.
We have time.
Sorry, baby.
So the advice I would give a young mother, I had my son, I was 16, and I contemplated dropping out of school because I was working and I was going to school. And my mom said, you got to do one thing because I'm not keeping no baby. Either go to school or you're going to work. I quit working and I stayed in school. So I talked to my daughter's friends that have had a baby, and I encouraged them to stay in school.
Definitely.
I did it. I stayed in school.
Definitely.
I had to walk 3 or 4 miles to take them to daycare before I went to school each morning. My mom didn't have a car, so everything I did, I had to catch the bus. I did it on my own, so it can be done. I worked. I went to school. Nobody told me to. I went to FCCJ. I went online and found they had programs that was free, data entry. I just enrolled myself. I would give them that advice. And also I would say, don't talk bad about your kid's father.
Right.
That's something I never did. Because I was protecting them, not him. It seemed like I was protecting him. Like my daughter's father would make her promises and wouldn't keep them, but I would make excuses to her so it wouldn't hurt her feelings. So don't talk bad about your kid's father, because they'll know. When they get older, they'll see.
Oh,
They'll find
they
it.
will.
Figure it out.
They
You don't have
will.
to say anything at all.
You
That
don't.
would be my advice.
You really don't. And your inspirational quote?
Inspirational quote would be to pray about everything.
Okay. That's
Pray, and
beautiful.
life is short. I'm finding that out now.
Yes, ma'am. Carlisha, honey, you can give us everything too.
No, I'll just say short and sweet. No matter what you're going through, no matter what you're feeling, understand it's just a feeling, and feelings are temporary.
Period.
Continue to fight through, push through, because it gets greater later. All the
Yes,
time.
I love that. I love
You're
that.
so positive. Oh my
Thank you.
God.
I love that. Louis Pie.
Yeah.
Louis,
Yeah.
what you gonna say, honey?
Today's is gonna be being honest may not give you a lot of friends, but it will give you the right ones. I live by that. I don't always want to hear what they have to say, and I may not always appreciate it then, but I appreciate the ones that love me enough to be honest and tell me the things that maybe someone else would not,
Hmm.
but gets me through another day. And Carlisha, I don't even want to get into you pulling out a gun on someone I dated
You can't say
before.
this on camera.
Hey,
Oh,
hey.
oh, but when you talk about somebody driving over a bridge and making sure that their friend is okay,
Yes.
it's the things like that. It's not
Mhm.
the who's buying you the gifts. It's not
Uh-uh.
who's turning up in the club. It's about who shows up when you need them.
Yep. Sure true. My inspirational quote for the day, and I'm learning this, and I think we're working on that together. Basically, the answers won't come if your mind is so busy. Like, take time and breathe and listen to yourself, listen to God. Just be still. That's all you gotta do. Just be still. There's no reason for your mind to go all over the place. Count to 5,
5,
not 10, 5,
5.
and just be still. Be still. That's it.
Could be your boss talking to you. It could be your child. It could be a loved one, your boyfriend, your husband. Count to 5 because sometimes we say things that get us in a world of mess.
Yeah.
If we just took that time to count, breathe, and just think, it
Be
may come
still.
out
Just
different. We're not in a
be
rush for
still.
anything. Don't ever be in a rush for anything.
Don't.
I hope everyone enjoys their Mother's Day. I thank everyone that's joining us online. I'm going to definitely enjoy mine in the bed, watching Tubi and
I
eating
think I'm
ice
gonna get a
cream.
hotel room at the beach.
That's a good
I think
idea.
I'm gonna go to the beach and get a hotel and chill and wake up and go out there, watch the sunrise on Sunday.
You ladies,
Okay, work.
you'll be at work.
I'll be in Atlanta with my kids.
You'll be in
That's
Atlanta with
beautiful.
your children. Priceless.
Prices. And then I'll go home and probably I'll have somebody made me a smorgasbord of whatever she thinks of that day.
Yeah.
And everyone will just enjoy.
Yeah.
So
Ja,
that's fun to
any
me.
inspiration, any words from you, our producer? I know you're behind the scenes, you don't want to be seen, but you can always be heard.
Yeah.
So no matter what, forgive your mother, for what
Yes.
she went through, because when you were growing up, she was
Period.
a
Yep.
single mother. So forgive your mom and honor
Yeah. I love that.
her.
Yeah. Well,
Amen.
happy Mother's Day to everyone.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Alexa,
Mother's
can you
Day.
play I Will Always Love My Mama?
I was gonna say play Tupac, but okay.
Well,
Play
I try to
Tupac,
keep
Dear
it.
Mama.
Oh.
Alexa, play Tupac, Dear Mama. You guys can
To
log
our
off.
guests,
Thank
and
you.
to everyone out there, we thank you for being here today. Happy Mother's Day to everyone that watched. We will see you next Wednesday live at 8 o'clock with more hot topics, more things to talk about. No stinky pee pee.
Ew, no. And if you didn't watch tonight, go ahead and you can definitely watch this on YouTube. So always log on to YouTube. You'll hear everything about the stinky pee pee.
Friday night.
Happy Mother's Day, though. That was just a joke we made. We
It was
don't
a joke
know.
we made. We
It
don't
was a
know.
joke. We don't know
We
for
don't know that
real.
Usher's pee pee stink too, but Janet Jackson did say it was.
Good night,
Good night,
y'all. Thank you
ladies.
so
Happy
much.
Mother's
Mwah, mwah,
Day.
mwah, 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 mwah.
Something
Love y'all.
yes, we found
Yeah.
that out
Yeah.
some time ago.
Love
Love you.
y'all.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. See,
Okay, we gotta get a picture with everyone, and then I have to give
Alexa,
you all a nice
turn
little
up.
gift. Oh, okay. Well, that's great.
Bye, YouTube. Happy Mother's
I didn't open my
Day.
legs.
Bye.
Bye,
Happy
YouTube.
Mother's Day.
See you next week. Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.